Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to another exciting edition of Lysanya's Lounge. I'm Lysanya, not Lasagna, bringing you Sunday Community Skirmish number 161 here today. A big thanks to everybody tuning in on the live stream here on twitch.tv/thatlasagnaguy. Also, a big thanks to everybody watching on the replay, both on YouTube and on Twitch. Thank you so much for joining us here today for this exciting tournament, in which we have three fantastic signups here today. This is SCS number 161, which we'll get into all the rules here in just a couple of minutes. But of course, we will start off our very first matchup here today with our defending champions from SCS number 160. We will actually have Triple L, who won last week's tournament in a bit of a surprise fashion, I might add, in the first week of Magnate going live. Triple L will be on the blue side here today. They'll be taking on red side, FCD, Fancy Cloud Dancers. Fancy Cloud Dancers, of course, no strangers to winning tournaments themselves. Of course, the winners of the Big Cash Tournament, aka Big Brass Revival, and many Sunday Community Skirmishes as well. So, of course, we'll actually spell that out. Those Fancy Cloud Dancers there. Let's go ahead and, oops, would help if I could spell correctly. There we go. Fancy Cloud Dancers is on red. Triple L is on blue. Let's go ahead and get them up as well here. But the timer has started. We got 2:30 remaining in this lobby. And of course, for those of you just tuning in, don't worry, you haven't missed a thing. We're actually going to be getting started here in just a couple minutes. This first matchup, of course, will be on the day version of Ashen Scuffle. The day version of Ashen Scuffle. So it's good to see that map in the rotation. And if we go the length of this tournament, if we go 5 matches deep here, folks, we will actually end on Ashen Scuffle, the night map. So that's very interesting here. Originally on the bracket, we have Earbud listed as the referee. However, something came up. She won't be refereeing here today. Kairos will actually be reffing here today. So he'll be taking care of duties. He's actually organizing here as well on a bit of a trial run for future SCSs. So we've got a potential organizer in training here with Kairos. So it's good to see that. And we've got, of course, a couple minutes remaining left on that timer. Let's go ahead and make sure that we get the full name of Triple L in here. Of course, I will be verbally calling them Triple L, but you'll see the full name here in just a moment. Let's go ahead and get that up here. Hang on just one moment, folks. All right, there we go. That is better. So now we have Fancy Cloud Dancers on red versus Triple L on blue. There we go. That's much better. Much better. All right, we got, of course, less than a minute to go before we have a full lock of team builds. We've got veterans du jour here on all sides. Veterans everywhere. Of course, like I said, Triple L, a surprise winner last week. Wait a minute. Triple L is switched. Hey, hang on. We've switched them up. Okay, give me just a moment here. They switched them up on me. I was told it was Fancy Cloud Dancers on red. So they didn't tell me which side they were on. Let's try that again then. They got to tell me which side they're on. I was told FCD was on red, so it is what it is. Let's try that again, shall we? That's better. Yeah, they got to let me know which side people are on. Triple L's on red versus Fancy Cloud Dancers on blue. That's better. That's much better. All right, so we got the full ship locks at this point. We are getting started here with the Sunday Community Skirmish number 161. We're getting started right now on the day map version of Ashen Scuffle. Ashen Scuffle, one of the Alliance maps that got ported over from Alliance. It's a day map, of course. It was the one of the original maps when Alliance launched. And here we go with these ship callouts. Ship number 1 is the Lupus Astaris, piloted by Wolf 1. We have a Artemis Gatling Pyramidion with a side Banshee and a flare. Ship 2 is the GFA Flying Flounder. It is piloted by Captain Scrowbeard. We have a Mobula with a Merc up top, double Artemis on the bottom, Gatling and a flare on the wings. Ship 3 is the Fancy Hydra, piloted by Dementio. It is a Merc Mobula with bottom, double Artemis wings, Gatling and a Hades. And Ship 4, the Hobo Joe, piloted by Spudnik. We have a galleon here. Looks to be a meta galleon with a Huacha and Caro on the short side. We got a Lumber and a Flak Mark II on the long side with a Hades and a flare on the back. And we've already got flare action going on here from the pilot. And that's a good place to flare right there. That cloud that they're flaring right there. That way they can see through that cloud and they can find out if anybody's going to approach from that area. And oh dear, oh dear. Well, that's match chat. You gotta clear that match chat. There you go, Kairos. There you go. There you go. Yes, issue warnings everywhere. All right, of course we have Triple L on red, Fancy Cloud Dancers on blue. And let's see what happens here. Hobo Joe's moving in. Looks like that Moonshine's working there. I believe that will be Moonshine on the Galleon. Yes, it is. Of course, Moonshine allows the Galleon to accelerate, as it has slow acceleration, so Moonshine kind of counters that. Allows it to get up to a decent top speed. Of course, Fancy Hydra can get away with just Kerosene here. And they're not using Claw, of course. They're using Drogue Shoot, so they are expecting balloon pops here. In fact, let's double check the loadouts for ships 1 and 2. They're not really featuring much in terms of balloon popping other than the flare and one side Banshee and a flare on the Pyramidion. So Drogue Shoot, a bit of a interesting choice there. Not saying it's good or bad, but a bit of an interesting choice. And looks like red... Blue's finally starting to get some spots out there. Looks like Fancy Hydra has found the GFA Flying Flounder, and they're putting some shots out there. Let's actually take a look at the GFA Flying Flounder. Looks like the Mobulas are going to go after each other. Hobo Joe with a great position right there to actually start popping away at the GFA Flying Flounder. There's a hull break already. That should be a quick kill, except it's not going to be... Oh, yes, it is going to be a quick kill. There it is. Hobo Joe picking it up with a quick shot there. Hobo Joe picking up first blood. That is 1-0 in favor of blue. Meanwhile, Lupus Astaris charging in. I don't like this charge-in. This is a poor charge-in right here by the Lupus Astaris. I don't like this one bit. Charging in 1v2 is not a wise move. I'm not sure what they're thinking here. But it looks like they are going to put side guns on. No, they're going to put the Artemis on. Looks like they're turning away just a little bit just to make sure that other critical components maybe don't get caught. And Lord of Spades, of course, on that Artemis. So they're going to take out the Lumberjack. And now shots going out from both blue ships. We've got a spawn right there by the GFA Flying Flounder. Lupus Astaris is going to get absolutely wrecked here. Those flaks should reign true on Lupus Astaris. This is a poor decision by the Lupus, moving in like they did. This is a very poor decision. They're gonna get destroyed for their efforts. Yeah, GFA Flying Flounder, it realizes what's going on. They're gonna back out here. That was a poor decision by the Pyramidion. GFA Flying Flounder realizing this, they're going to run. It is 2-0. Blue getting a free kill out of that, basically. Poor teamwork to start out for red. They need to clean that up. These are the defending champs here, folks. Bringing the Mobula the first time around, and this time no Mobula, no dice, maybe? I don't know. This time maybe no Mobula, no dice. And yes. Twitch chat reminding me to switch the teams. Like I said, I was informed that it was the other way around earlier, so sorry about that, folks. Meanwhile, we've got a spawn here. Lupus has respawned. He's respawned on the back end. He's backing up. GFA Flying Flounder is all alone right now. But of course, both blue ships are running long range. So let's swing this around as best we can and see if we can catch all the action here as they are firing on the Pyramidion. Now they're going for the GFA Flying Flounder, so we'll zoom back in on the Flying Flounder. And we've got, of course, lumber shots going into the balloon. That's a connect right there. That's going to knock out the balloon, and shots going out on the Flying Flounder. They're looking to get a quick pickup with the Merc, but they miss. They just barely missed there. GFA Flying Flounder, of course, using that Drogue Shoot to try to juke a little bit here. If they back up into environment, though, that's not good. They've run out of real estate to work with. Unless they turn, so that's going to make them very, very predictable. Gat Art, I gotta say, Gat Art may be a bit of a questionable decision here from the Lupus Astaris, especially with two long-range ships. They have basically only one ship really shooting as opposed to two. Meanwhile, Blue always going to have two ships shooting. Lupus is hull broken. They're in trouble. Oh, wow, a quick kill right there. That is 3-0 in favor of Blue. Not a good start. A very difficult start here for the defending champs Triple L as GFA Flying Flounder realizing maybe they ought to exit stage left here. And they are doing so, and they have found a little bit of cover here. They have found the mountain range as cover. Let's actually look and see the arcs for the GFA Flying Flounder as, yes, they are indeed in hard cover here. Looks like Fancy Hydra's trying to rise up, seeing if they can find a little bit of cover to work with. As we've got 5 minutes gone by in this matchup, GFA Flying Flounder has been spotted heading into the tunnel. Lupus actually getting a rear spawn here, actually spawning in the middle of them. This is an aggressive spawn here. This is, that Galleon has turned on them. That Galleon has turned on them. Hobo Joe getting the long-range side in short range. This might actually be a benefit for Lupisasaurus. They might actually have something here. They might actually be entering a DPS race. Yes, they are winning the DPS race as far as the armor break, but they've got 2 ships focusing on them as opposed to 1. And Galleon, of course, has much more perma-hull, so that means that the Hobo Joe is going to be in good shape right here. Lupus, however, able to win this race so far. Lupus, I stand corrected. Fancy Hydra, of course, is there to clean that up. It is 4-0. Hobo Joe driving down, and Flying Flounder getting aggressive here. They have no choice. Flying Flounder gets the hull break on the Fancy Hydra. Artemai going into the Fancy Hydra. They're picking up some shots right there onto the Fancy Hydra. They're looking for something, anything, but they do not have vertical supremacy right now over the Fancy Hydra. Fancy Hydra's going to have something here. This could be GG right here. This could be GG. There's a hull break right there. This should be GG. Hades going to the Flying Flounder. That is a flak shot right there, just missing. Lupus respawning. They have to spawn in very close. That is a balloon break onto the Flying Flounder. They bounce off the Lupisasaurus. They bounce off the Lupisasaurus. That could actually be a critical mistake right there, or it could just be bad luck right there by the Flying Flounder. And they're in trouble, though. They're down to about 50% perma. That's a hull break, and that should probably clean that up. Just waiting for the Artemai to come through. Waiting for the Artemai. No Artemai follow-up. Very surprising. GFA Flying Flounder, though, trying desperately to get in the face of the Fancy Hydra. Looks like this is the matchup to watch right here. Flying Flounder's hull broken. And Tiger Uppercut in progress. That's a Tiger Uppercut in progress right there. And there's the kill. 5-0. A clean win for Blue. A clean win against the defending champions right there. Fancy Cloud Dancers coming back strong in this tournament. Showing the defending champs that maybe last week the Mercantile ship, the Magnate, they might want to go back to that next match, but they are going to be down 1-0 as far as this round robin goes. Like I said, Fancy Cloud Dancers, a clean 5-0 win. They are in good shape heading into their next matchup. But of course, we'll be right back with the next matchup here. Stay tuned, folks. We'll be right back with more Sunday Community Skirmish number 161 as we get our next lobby set up. But just a couple things that I noticed in that last matchup. Number one, the Gat Art Pyramidion. They were forced to get into close range against 2 very long-range ships. The Artemis, of course, a good choice. But that Gatling, though, got to question the Gatling on that Pyramidion. Also got to wonder if maybe they should have gone with double Mobula, or maybe gone Mob Gal to counter, or maybe they needed to maybe go with a different ship other than a Gat Artemis Pyramidion. I think that was a critical mistake in lobby for Triple L. But of course, we'll see what they do in their next matchup, and I'm actually getting word here who our next. I'm getting word right now who our next participants will be. So bear with me, folks, as I am learning as you are here who's up next. In fact, I'm going to check that right now. Let's see right now who is going to be our next matchup, Kairos. I do believe we will be getting SMGS in this next matchup, but who will they be facing? Will it be Fancy Cloud Dancers, or will it be Triple L? Kairos is bringing them in right now. That should be SMGS. I believe SMGS will be on blue for this matchup. We will certainly find out here shortly. Let's go ahead and bring the lobby back up here, folks. And it looks like... SMGS is going to be on red. There we go. SMGS will be on the red side here, folks. So we will see SMGS on red. Who will we see on blue? We will see... we're waiting to see. We're waiting for SMGS. Oh, it looks like it will be... will it be Triple L on blue side? Let's see. Let's see. We're waiting for everybody to show up here. Huskar, of course, his point of contact for his team. And Wolf 1 is in there. That does indeed mean it will be Triple L. SMGS is on red. Triple L will be on the blue side here, folks. And we'll get that set up for you right now. All right, so that means our next matchup will be SMGS on red versus Triple L on blue. Uh-oh, that's not a good sign. There we go. Okay. Everything is in good shape once again. Perfect. Bear with me, folks. My bracket is having some technical difficulties here. There we go. That's better. All right, so we have two teams that have yet to score a kill in SCS. One of them, because they have not actually had a match yet. So that will be, of course, this team right here, Superior Metals Gear Skyborn. That is Red Side versus Triple L on blue. We'll just call them SMGS versus Triple L at this point. All right. So I believe timer has started? No, timer has not started just yet. We're waiting on Kairos to issue the 4-minute lobby timer. And of course, the for every match, there is a 4-minute lobby timer. There is a 4-minute lobby timer in which you have 3.5 minutes to get your ships set up, and then another 30 seconds to talk about strategy before you are forced to go into the match. From there, it's a best of 5 kills. So, or not best of 5 kills, but it basically is first to 5 kills wins. Of course, first blood does matter if there's a tie. First blood is the tiebreaker. And now the lobby timer has started. So we've got 4 minutes in this lobby. Each team is allowed 1 pause. Each team is allowed 1 pause. Oh, come on. I did have that off. No, I did not. Okay, let's fix that. Let's fix that. Okay. But yes, each team has 1 pause, usually lasts 2 minutes, unless the teams decide they are ready before the 2 minutes are up. Let's see what else for main rules and whatnot. As this is a round robin format here today, the top 2 teams will advance to the grand finals. The lowest team will be eliminated from SCS number 161. That means that Triple L needs a win badly here. Triple L needs a win. They need this win in order to have a chance to advance, especially after losing 5-0. Losing 5-0 is a very bad sign in a round-robin tournament. That typically means that you're probably not going to advance, but there's a chance, especially if they win against SMGS. If they win, and then Fancy Cloud Dancers wins again, that means that Triple L will actually be moving on to the grand finals. So we'll see what happens. Of course, we've got a couple minutes left in this lobby. We should have a 2-minute call here in just a moment by Kairos. And apparently Mirwin is taking over for pilot. Looks like Blue has called in a sub. So we have a... Actually, no, we don't have a sub. We had Mirwin in the past match. What am I saying? Okay. We got 2 minutes left. Actually, let's take a look at the ships here. We've got looks like we've got a mine launcher on that Mobula right there. We got a mine launcher on the Mobula, the Reborn. The Galleon, of course, running a triple Quacha with, of course, that classic Carronade. They're running the Gatling on that though. It is on Periton, so that makes sense. They're still running that Art Gatling. They're still running that Art Gatling Pyramidion, although I don't know. I mean, this time it might make a little more sense, especially since they're close-range ships. Or at least they're going to be at the same range as... Oh, they switched to a Galleon now. So they switched to a Galleon with 2 Watches and a Lumber involved. So it looks like they have changed things up. And Poodlemoth running a Quacha Fish with a side Gatling and Carronade right now. I think Triple L is bringing a much better team comp for this matchup compared to their first matchup. That first matchup was really rough. I would say that was won in lobby, basically, that matchup. Especially Gat Art. I'm sorry, that Gat Art Pyramidion was a bit iffy on the choice. But this should be a really good matchup here. This should be a really good matchup, especially with that Mobula Rock and that Mine Launcher up top. We should be in for some fireworks here today. Red Side SMGS looking to issue all sorts of explosions here today with the watches. Oh, we got a ship change call. Wolf One forgot to issue the ship change call. That's why he's saying that right now. He already switched to Galleon. Yeah, gotta announce your ship changes. That's something very important. When you change ships, you gotta announce it. Otherwise, the referee, at his or her discretion, can indeed tell you, nope, you didn't announce it, so switch back. So you gotta do that. So the Galleon, of course, is in there. We got a Galleon Goldfish versus a Galleon Mobula. and neither side running. Well, I mean, well, the Hwacha fish is definitely a meta type of fish, but the Galleon's a little bit off meta, but that's okay. On a map like this, a double Hwacha is definitely a very valid choice. So it's a slight moderation from a slight alteration, excuse me, from the meta. Of course, that mine launcher. Then again, what am I saying? Mines are meta, right? Mines are always meta. All right, let's go into the next matchup here. Match 2 of Sunday Community Skirmish number 161 is on Periton Rumble. Periton Rumble, of course, is a city ruinous map with lots of places to ambush from and lots of places to hide, not a whole lot of places to run. So, lots of potential for flanks and all sorts of stuff. That goldfish could be... Keep your eye on the goldfish. That goldfish could be the wild card in this matchup here as we get set to start the second matchup of SCS 161. All right, we got 18 seconds left before we start up this next matchup. Unless everybody loads in before then, we got 10 seconds to go. Get ready, folks, for the second matchup of SCS number 161. This will once again be SMGS on red versus Triple L on blue. Triple L, the defending champions, already on the brink here at SCS number 161. And here we go, folks. Let's do the ship call-out. Ship 1 is the Reborn, piloted by Sunstrom, a mobile with a mine launcher up top, a double Artemis on the bottom, a Gatling, and a flak on the wings. Ship 2 is the Queen Kerwin's Revenge, piloted by Water It's Me. We've got a Galleon with a Hwacha Carol on the short side, a double Hwacha on the long side with a Gatling and a flare on the back. Ship 3 is the Lupus Praetorian, piloted by Wolf 1. We've got a Galleon with a Hwacha Carol short side, a Lumber Hwacha on the long side with a Gatling and a flare on the back. And Ship 4 is the Poodle Moth, piloted by Mirwin, a Hwacha fish with side Gatling and Carronade. That is your ship callouts here as teams are starting to jockey for position. Looks like Red has decided they are going for the middle of the map, and they are basically saying, come at us, we are not afraid of you, Blue. We are not afraid of the defending champs, and they are already getting spots out here. Blue should have an idea that if they're spotted that quickly, then that means that they are either coming straight ahead or probably from the middle, and they have realized that they're coming from the middle. The spots are out. Lupus Praetorian realizing where the Queen Kerwin's Revenge is. They're putting Lumberjack shots out. They get a couple of them in the balloon, but not a full break. Those were, I believe those were Lesmok shots. They should have been Lesmok shots, I believe, at that range based on the damage. That means it's a 3-shot pop, and there's the 3rd shot that pops it. Delurum draws, of course, first component break, but not first blood just yet, as looks like Skylord Bobo has decided to start popping guns on the Lupus Praetorian. This should be an interesting matchup as, again, the Poodle Moth running short range. That means the Poodle Moth has to get in the face of these enemy ships. That mine launcher mayhaps a defensive gun against Poodle Moth. Reborn, however, starting to get a little aggressive here as the Lupus Praetorian is forced back up with a hull break and about 30% perma-hull damage. Poodle Moth just deciding to yell surprise out of nowhere, getting the watch out. They do pick up the mine launcher, but only 2 guns get picked up. Not a good watcher right there. Poodle Moth now realizing that they're in trouble here, so Poodle Moth is going to look for cover. In fact, both blue ships looking for cover here. Now the mine's going to work on the Poodle Moth. They're not looking to hit the Poodle Moth necessarily. They're looking to box him off and maybe take some pot shots at the Praetorian. Yes, that appears to be what's going on, as there's a slight bump into the metal wreckage, and Poodle Moth forced to back up, and Reborn deciding that they have done exactly what they need to do. They've backed up the Poodle Moth. They're looking, of course, for the Lupus. Now mine's still going out, and they've spotted the Poodle Moth. They got to know that Galleon's got to be lurking, so Reborn can't really push up very much. They should not push up very much, especially when they don't know where the Galleon is. If the Poodle Moth did what they did earlier, it'd be no surprise that the Lupus is doing the same thing, and that's what they're doing right now. So Red probably would be best served to stay back and wait and see what happens. All right, there we go. And they have found a approach angle on the Lupus, and they are taking full advantage of it now. That's 3 gun breaks on the Lupus and an engine and a hull break as well. The Hwacha follow-up is going to pick up some perma-hull. The Goldfish, of course, forced to move in. All the mines pick up the armor of the Poodle Moth. No perma-hull damage. but that's going to leave a mark, and that's going to force a Poodlemoth back. That is not good for blue. Now that's going to allow red to control the action. Poodlemoth forced back again. Their split push is now split even further. What's red going to do? Red's going to actually push for the Poodlemoth. A very sound strategy. Queen Kerwin's Revenge looking to flush the Poodlemoth out. They're looking to trap the Poodlemoth between a minefield and a Hwacha Galleon. And now the Lupus is going to be forced to move up here. Lupus doesn't really have a choice here. They're going to have to help their ally. They got to get some shots out on the Reborn. They got to get a good lumber onto the Reborn. They got to get a good lumber up there. And let's actually watch the Reborn as they're approaching the Lupus Praetorian in a very bad spot. They are very low, and in no way, shape, or form do they have Hwachas in arc. They need to get those lumbers going. That is, of course, a Lesmok Lumberjack going in, and they are within arming time of the Lesmok Lumberjack, so those are going to be very ineffective lumber shots. They need to, of course, but there they go. Now they're getting some balloon pops on the Queen Kerwin's Revenge. Queen Kerwin's Revenge maybe bottoming out here on a oh, they are there bottoming out here on a building here. Poodlemoth has something here. Poodlemoth has something working here. They're getting a good watch out there. Queen Kerwin's Revenge is in trouble here, folks. They're going to get back up, but now they're going to switch over the Reborn. A wise decision. This is a very sound decision right here by blue. They're going to ground that ship. They're going to go for the Reborn. They're going to try to drive him in their own mine. A beautiful move by the Poodlemoth. A beautiful decision by the Poodlemoth. Using the mine launcher against the Reborn. They're going to take some permahull for their trouble here. Poodlemoth with a great decision. That's going to force the Reborn out from the Lupus Praetorian. A great decision by the Poodlemoth. Mirwin. A great play right there. Queen Kerwin's Revenge still balloon broken. Reborn's in trouble. Queen Kerwin's Revenge might be stuck here. Queen Kerwin's Revenge hull broken. They're hurting and they're bottomed out. This is bad for the Queen Kerwin's Revenge. They're bottomed out. They're just looking to do something, anything. Watch it going out. Permahull's back up. Excuse me, armor's back up. Balloon's still down, though. Balloon's still down. Now they finally get it back up. They are in trouble, though. Poodlemoth going for the Reborn, I believe. Yes, they are. They're putting some Gatlings onto the Reborn. Looks like they're going to try to pick up the Reborn right now. Looks like that's what they want. The Lupus is trying to make sure the Queen Kerwin's Revenge goes down, and the Queen Kerwin's Revenge goes down. Triple L back in the game, folks. Triple L now the 1-0 leap. Starting off with a great play from the Poodlemoth and finishing up the cleanup on the Galleon to pick up first blood. Well done by Triple L there. Definitely cleaning up their strategy from the first matchup here, as the Reborn now is in trouble. Reborn needs to desperately get some good mines out there. There's a good mine right there. That's going to pick up some damage on some components. Looks like a fire stack on the hull. That hull is on fire, folks. That hull's on fire, as is a side gun. Reborn trying to stay alive here, doing their best to try to box the Lupus. Lupus gets hit on the balloon. However, the Reborn is balloon popped. Reborn's in trouble now. That balloon pop means that they have very little mobility. Reborn needs to try to consider getting under the Uh-oh, Poodlemoth smells blood. Poodlemoth smells blood, so does the Galleon. That should be a kill right there any second. Reborn in trouble. Reborn should go down here any second. That hull's down, that balloon's down, the ship is down. It is 2-0 in favor of blue. That Galleon, though, balloon pop for their efforts, though. But you can definitely call it worth. They had to do that. Oh, but will they get hull broken there? No, they will not. So they do save the armor before they get hull broken. So that is a good engagement by blue. Triple L up 2-0 over SMGS. This is what they needed. This is what they needed. That's going to raise morale with the team, especially after that 5-0 loss in the first matchup. Definitely a much better team comp in the second matchup here, as SMGS has to regroup. Let's check the map here as we find that Queen Kerwin's Revenge already in the middle of the map. The Reborn just spawning in on the west side of the map. Now we're waiting to see what blue does here. Blue is quite comfortable in their position right now. Red, I think, may be realizing that blue hasn't really gone anywhere just yet. They seem to be moving in that direction, though. Let's keep an eye on the map right now. Let's keep a close eye on the map, and let's see what's going on. Poodlemoth is actually looking to potentially get into a flanking position here. Triple L is getting into position here as the Lupus has been spotted. The Reborn's been spotted. Here we go with the next engagement. Triple L looking to put shots out onto the Reborn. Those are lumber shots going out, just missing. Lupus Praetorian wants to get a balloon pop on the Reborn. Excuse me, wants to get a balloon pop on the Reborn. They want to get it fast. Poodlemoth finds a Queen Kerwin's Revenge. But they're out of position here to do anything. They're out of position. Are they going for the Reborn? Queen Kerwin's Revenge gets flared. All two flares into the Queen Kerwin's Revenge. Somebody forgot to chem spray upstairs. Somebody forgot to Chem Spray. That is going to be devastating for the Queen Kerwin's Revenge. Lupus with a great couple flares right there. That means that they should be picking up some double break here on the Queen Kerwin's Revenge any second. There's a whole break right there. Lord of Spades emptying a full wash of clip into the Queen Kerwin's Revenge. Now they finally get an extinguisher up on the balloon of the Queen Kerwin's Revenge. Poodlemoth gets mined for its efforts. Poodlemoth trying to make sure they don't get too aggressive here. Lupus is in trouble, though. They have no guns remaining. Queen Kerwin's Revenge ate some permahull from those flares. That's going to be about 30% permahull off the Queen Kerwin's Revenge. So those flares coming into play. Poodlemoth looking to get a good clean watch here on somebody that's going to go onto the Reborn. A smart decision right there, in my opinion, onto the Reborn. They got to make sure they get they stay high and take out the watches of the Queen Kerwin's Revenge. They do so. They get a hull break as well on the Reborn. Poodlemoth trying to get a ram right there. They do get a little bit of a ram right there, a bit of a love tap right there on the Reborn. Poodlemoth themselves were hull broken, but it looks like they get it back up very quickly. Now they're looking for the mid-air curb stomp. Oh, they're looking for a curb stomp. Reborn's in a bad position right here. Reborn couldn't get curb stomp. They're going for the curb stomp. They are going to get the curb stomp right here. Poodlemoth, however, took too long to get it going. That means that they themselves get hull broken. Reborn might not get out of this, though. Queen Kerwin's Revenge hull broken. Lupus looking to clean it up. Reborn with a Hydro. Poodlemoth unable to really to follow a mine, picking up some permahull in the Poodlemoth. Reborn with a good Hydro into mine, baiting the Poodlemoth. Queen Kerwin's Revenge now hull broken as well. Their balloon broken. Lupus may have something here. Oh, they get the armor back up very quickly, though. Another mine into the Poodlemoth. Reborn. It looks like they're going to get some lumber shots to the Reborn. They're trying to pop the Reborn here. There's a Huacha going into the Reborn. Reborn is trying to return the favor with the curb stomp, and they do pick it up. The Huacha fish taking too long to get the curb stomp, and Reborn says, I'll return the favor. Pick one up. 2-1. Red says, thank you very much. SMGS on the board. Queen Kerwin's Revenge now with about 20% perma. Lupus looking to put some shots on the Queen Kerwin's Revenge. Let's look at this from their perspective as the Queen Kerwin's Revenge is moving in very aggressively on the Lupus. The Reborn also moving in. They are on the map edge. They have only two directions they can go. Queen Kerwin's Revenge looking to cover one side, Reborn the other. They have absolutely nowhere to go, does the Lupus Praetorian. That is a hull break. No, they get it back up very quickly. There's a Huacha looking to pick up everything on the Lupus. That should kill him. Queen Kerwin's Revenge looking to absolutely block the Lupus Praetorian. They do. They say no parallel parking. Here, 2-2 all tied up. And that's going to tie the matchup up, folks. Blue still with first blood advantage. But that was a good showing by Red. However, Blue picking up a lot of perma-hull on Red right there. Triple L still gotta give it to Triple L. They're bringing the fight here. They are coming out swinging. They got nothing to lose at this point. So, you know, this is a good showing by both teams so far. This is a very close matchup on Parrot and Rumble. Always good to see Parrot and Rumble. Oh, Red with quick spots right there. They guessed right, did Red on the spawn point. Red guesses right, and they are going aggressively onto the Poodlemoth and the Lupus. Looks like they're going for the Lupus first. Mine's going out. Poodlemoth looking to turn the corner here. Looks like Lupus is going to be bait. Queen Kerwin's Revenge with a tactical bounce right there. Could be, oh, but that mine will prevent the Queen Kerwin's Revenge from approaching, I believe. Will they fly through the mine? Will they do it? That mine could actually be a detriment to the Queen Kerwin's Revenge. In fact, they have to take their time to go around. Reborn may have made a critical mistake right there as the Poodlemoth. Getting aggressive with the Reborn, and rightfully so. A Tiger Uppercut about to be issued. There is a mine going out on the Poodlemoth. Queen Kerwin's Revenge now late into the party because of the mine thrown by the Reborn. Bit of bad luck right there. Maybe a miscommunication as Carinade's going to the Reborn's balloon. This should be a GG for the Reborn here any minute as the Reborn balloon broken. A flare going out onto the Reborn, but it looks like the Reborn has that Chem Spray up. Reborn looking to survive as best they can right there. There's a Huacha going out. Reborn trying to throw mines as best they can. There's a hull break on the Lupus Praetorian. Let's look at this from Red's side now as Lupus Praetorian is in trouble here. There's a hull break and, of course, a big damage. Huacha going out there, 60% perma taken out. Another hull break right there. There's a balloon break. That might be a kill. No, the armor comes back up. Lupus Praetorian now in full tank mode. That is down to about 15% perma right there. Blue in trouble as the armor comes back up. No, it goes down again, and the last shot in the clip picks it up. Queen Kerwin's Revenge picks it up 3-2. Red taking the lead. Blue still with first blood, but Red taking the lead. Poodlemoth in trouble in a 2v1. Poodle Moth moving in on the Queen Kerwin's Revenge. Will they get aggressive with the Watch? No, Red getting the Watch out first. That's a hull break right there. That should be a kill. That should be 4-2. Queen Kerwin's Revenge with a good job bumping the Poodle Moth, keeping themselves in arc, and the Watch should clean it up. Great piloting by Water It's Me. 4-2 in favor of Red. Red 1 kill away from sending the defending champs home early here, folks. Red is 1 kill away from sending the defending champs home early. Triple L needs to run the table, or at least they need to get 2 more kills in order to survive this matchup. Let's keep an eye on the map, folks. Let's see where these ships are going as we look at the Queen Kerwin's Revenge. Queen Kerwin's Revenge doing a good job blocking off escape angles from Blue, denying a parallel park situation, denying a escape by the Goldfish. Just that slight bump, keeping them in arc and keeping the Hwacha fish out of arc. Just well done by Water It's Me in that situation. And Blue spawning in close, it looks like. But they're going to have some hard cover. No, they're going to actually get the spot on the Reborn. Reborn turning the wrong way here. So does Queen Kerwin's Revenge. They don't realize that they spawned in on the east side of the map here. They're thinking it's the other side. I think they might be realizing. Oh, I think Water might be realizing. Did they spawn behind? No, they did not. They have not realized this yet. Reborn's still heading in that direction. No, I think they've realized. I think Water has realized that they came from the other side. He's turned around. I think maybe, yeah, they're starting to turn around here, I think, folks. Reborn's starting to turn around. Yep, they've realized that they spawned on the east end of the map. They have realized it, and now Red realizing they are out of position and need to regroup. Blue looking to go split push here, take advantage of the confusion. This could be a very interesting engagement, especially with low perma on Red. Blue, of course, the defending champion, Triple L. Lupus looking to be that distraction. 5 minutes remaining in the matchup, folks. 5 minutes remaining. Lupus getting focused right now. Let's look at the Lupus Praetorian. Let's look at the Lupus Praetorian as they are getting focused right now by both red ships. Look like the Poodle Moth is starting to move in right now. Queen Kerwin's Revenge realizing they're getting watched. Except they have decided they're going to ignore the Poodle Moth. They're going straight in for the Lupus here. Reborn also doing so. They're just going to allow Poodle Moth to get the flank. Looks like they're going for the Lupus. They've decided that they are going to be the prey right now as the Lupus. Meanwhile, a Gatling going out. That should be a hull break any second. The Fire Stack may pick it up. The Fire Stack's going to pick up the hull break. Meanwhile, Poodle Moth. Oh, Reborn got a little too aggressive there. Reborn a little too aggressive. They get the hull break on the Lupus. Poodle Moth is going to make him pay, though. There's going to be a ram right there. Yes, there is. They're going to get very aggressive, as they should. Queen Kerwin's Revenge is out of position here. Reborn. Oh, Reborn runs into their own mine. Poodle Moth forces them into the failed Tiger uppercut. The selfie right there into the Lupus 4-3. Queen Kerwin's Revenge realizing that just happened. Hwacha, desperation. This could be 4-4 any minute, folks. That is a low perma haul. Queen Kerwin's Revenge with 4 minutes to go. Blue needs to get this kill now. They do have first blood advantage. We may have to break out the defibs, folks, as Triple L looking to. They're not going down with a whimper. They're going down swinging here, folks. I mean, they may not even go down at all here as Lumberjack shots going into the Queen Kerwin's Revenge. Looks like they're going to go for the Caro side as well. They're going to try to make sure. Oh, and they're going to try to bump the Queen Kerwin's Revenge as well. They're trying to return the favor, basically, and say, Queen Kerwin's Revenge, remember, when you did that to us, we're going to do it to you now. That balloon goes down. Now the Hwacha goes out. Looks like they're going to try to pick up some perma. That Hwacha may be a little early. No, they should take the Hwacha there. No hull break just yet. Let's look at the Reborn. Reborn's not in position right now. Queen Kerwin's Revenge trying to back up the truck very quickly to the Reborn. Will they get away? And Poodle Moth's going to let them run. Poodle Moth is going to let them run. They're going to back up, and rightfully so. They're going to let them run with 3 minutes to go. Blue realizing that the Reborn could very easily turn this into a 1v2 in reverse if they charge in. So Blue playing the patient game. They only need one kill, does Blue, to win this matchup. Red needs to either hold on or get the five kill win here. This is going to be an exciting finish, folks. Triple L on the brink here. Triple L on Blue. They are on the brink. If they lose this matchup, they are eliminated from SCS number 161. They don't want that. They need a kill, and they need one in a hurry. 2.5 to go, folks. 2.5 to go. Oh, yep. Actually, Kairos is going to let me know every minute at this point. I forgot. All right. So now Lupus is moving in. About two and change to go here, folks. Lupus moving into this, what should be the final engagement of this matchup. Lupus is going to be the tank here. He's going to tank the shots, and Reborn getting focused so far. Poodle Moth looks like they're going to get a Hwacha out. Who are they going for? Hwacha onto the Queen Kerwin's Revenge. Looks like they're going to get a good Hwacha. Oh, a mine launcher picking up the Poodle Moth. Poodle Moth is going to get boxed in. That's a good mine right there. That's going to prevent them from tail whipping around and escaping in one direction. They've got him boxed into the fight. Now Queen Kerwin's Revenge moving. Lupus is out of position. Lupus is out of position. A bad decision by the Lupus. Poodle Moth into 1v2. Poodle Moth in 1v2. Hull broken. Poodle Moth's hull broken. They're in trouble here. They're tanking that hull, folks. They are tanking that hull. They've got 2 engineers on that hull. You can tell that's 2 engineers on the hull. Now Lupus now in position. Lupus back in position. They get the watch out. Poodle Moth desperately needs to survive. If they die, it's over, folks. They die, it's over. Those mines just boxing in the Poodle Moth. Reborn now trying to get the Lupus. Poodle Moth, do they even realize that mine's there? No, they're going to try to actually squeeze through. Oh, but that's a mistake right there. The Poodle Moth almost down. They're bottoming out ever so slowly. Oh, there it is. The mistake by the Goldfish pilot. Should have realized that the mines were above them. Sometimes you can't see them, but my goodness, you gotta know when you're down like that, the mines are probably above you. And Triple L has been eliminated from SCS number 161. SMGS wins 5-3. What a match here, folks. The second matchup of SCS number 161. A very fun fight here. And we'll be right back with more action here at SCS number 161. Thank you so much for tuning into Lysanya's Lounge. We'll be right back, folks. All right, folks, and we are going to return in just a couple minutes here. Of course, a big thanks to everybody tuning in to Lysanya's Lounge here at Sunday Community Skirmish number 161 here today, folks. Thank you so much for tuning in. Friendly reminder that the replays for SCS 160 and 161 are going up after we get this tournament done here today. I know some people have been asking for the VODs for 160, so those should be going up here later this afternoon. So I will have a chance to cut those for you guys and upload them to the YouTube channel and whatnot. So we'll make sure to get those in your hands here very shortly. Of course, yes. So Huskar reminding me apparently that I can't speak Latin or whatever language that is. But yes, so. You know what? At this point, it's close enough. I'm sorry, but it is. It's still Triple L in my book. Uh, but we are going to get the next match started here very shortly. We're going to see the 2 teams that won against Triple L. In the previous 2 matchups, we're going to see 2 outstanding teams here today. We're going to see Fancy Cloud Dancers versus SMGS. And it looks like we are going to have, I believe, FCD, yeah, Fancy Cloud Dancers will be on red. All right, we'll get that sorted out for you guys here. Fancy Cloud Dancers will be on red, and SMGS will be on blue. Let's get that set up for everybody here, as we have Fancy Cloud Dancers. Fancy Cloud Dancers will be on red versus SMGS on blue. And, uh-oh, we are missing a team here. We're missing almost an entire team here. What happened to SMGS? Blue team is ready. Let's go. Miki, come on, man. Come on, man. All right, here comes blue team. Now they're starting to show up. All right, we're about to get a timer start here any moment. Yeah, here they come. All right, where is our Kairos start here? Let's see. Let's see. Let's see what happens here. And by the way, big thanks to everybody who's talking in Twitch chat right now. I do want to thank, of course, our organizer here today. That would be Kairos, who's organizing and reffing here today under the instruction of Huskar. Huskar, of course, is overseeing things just to make sure that everything is running smoothly. So Kairos, I believe, is going to be taking over for a tournament or two, I believe, next week as well. So we'll double check on that on the next live stream. But I believe Kairos is going to be running just simply the next tournament as a sub for organizing. Meanwhile, also do want to thank those of you who've been chiming in Twitch chat. Red Sam, Alltech Show, Huskar, and everybody who is participating here in Sunday Community Skirmish 161. And of course, you can always leave your opinion in the Twitch chat here. You can always leave your opinion. You can always talk about, hey, what are these teams doing? Things like that. It's always good to have some friendly banter when it comes to some of the strategies used by both teams. I have to say though, that was a really good matchup. Last matchup, just a couple of subtle mistakes by Triple L. And oh, there's our first appearance of the Magnate here in SCS 161. Of course, in 160, Triple L using the Magnate to perfection and winning that tournament on the back of a Magnate. But it looks like we finally get our first appearance of a Magnate here in this tournament, and it looks like Red side will take it. Red, of course, being Fancy Cloud Dancers. Of course, we had some testing that happened in the past. We had some testing on Friday and Saturday. I believe a lot of people were talking about the Magnate and its place in the game. A lot of people were talking about the Attend Lens Ray and its place in the game. The Attend Laser. A lot of people in pubs were saying it was too strong, and I know a lot of people in the comp scene were basically like, psh, whatever. It's Attend Laser, whatever. It's not going to be anything to worry about. But the Attend Laser, it's a weapon that has very low mobility. So basically when you fire it, you don't have any ability to really move the gun. You have a little bit, but not much. So of course, a superior mobile ship can easily dodge a laser, because you must, as the pilot, be the one. It's kind of like in reverse. The pilot actually shoots that gun. So I know there was testing. So if you want to test out some things, if you want to see ships like more ships from Alliance come over into the skirmish side of the game, including SCS, let us know. We'd like to hear what you'd like to see us do. We'd like to hear what ideas that you have, and even if you have suggestions on tweaks and whatnot for the game, like say if you have suggestions for tweaking the Magnate or tweaking the Attend Lens Ray or anything else, let us know. We want to hear your feedback. You can always send that to feedback@musegames.com. We'd love to hear your feedback. And Huskar asking if I pointed out his flare. Yes, I did. I pointed out the double flare that actually got hull breaks and perma-hull damage. So, yes, I pointed out the flares. You can catch that on the replay. You can catch it on the replay. All right, we got 1 minute remaining. That means that we are about to have ship lock here any second. And we are waiting for that. Looks like both sides are ready here, except for the galleon. Nope, the magnate is not necessarily ready. Okay, let's take a quick peek at that magnate here. Looks like that magnate is going to run close range. Interesting. That is going to be a heavy carronade on that one side of that magnate, so I'll have to remember to call both sides out. Hobo Joe running the same thing that Metagal set up. Mobula running Merc this time. Mobula's going to run a Merc Mobula. Looks like the galleon is going to run a meta build with a Flak Mark 1 as opposed to a Mark 2. So we do not have a Mark 2, we have a Mark 1 in play. A little surprised to see a Mark 1, unless they're looking to basically put constant fire pressure on the enemy. That's the only thing I can think of right now, is if they're just simply looking to put constant fire pressure with that heavy Flak Mark 1. But now we have our next matchup. Our next matchup will be on Misty Mutiny, the night map, the most recent addition to Skirmish side of Guns of Icarus. The Misty Mutiny map is based off of one of the defense maps in Alliance. It is, of course, a night map with low visibility, so that means that your spotters on your ship are crucial to winning this matchup. Long range is going to be a bit of a bear, but here we go, folks, with our next matchup. This is matchup number 3 of SCS number 161. Here we go, folks. Ship 1 is the Jabberwocky, piloted by Dementio. We have a Magnate. Let's start with the left side. We've got a Carronade, Artemis, and Hades on that side. On the other side, we've got a Huacha, Artemis, and a Gatling. Ship 2 is the Hobo Joe, piloted by Spudnik, a Metagallion. Carol Huacha on one side, a Lumber, Flak Mark 2 on the long side with a Hades and a Flare on the back. Ship 3 is the Reborn, piloted by Sunstrom, a Merc Mobula with double Artemis on the bottom, Gatling and Flare on the wings, and Ship 4, the Queen Kerwin's Revenge. It is piloted by Water It's Me. Huacha Carol on the short side. Lumber, Flak Mark 1 on the long side with a Hades and a Flare on the back. All right, and the Reborn's already been spotted. Let's look at this from the Reborn's perspective here as they are engaging the Jabberwocky. Jabberwocky already down to low armor. That Merc doing some work right there. However, they're getting shot up by the Hobo Joe as well. They're hull broken and they are hurting. They're down to 10% perma right there as we got a peek at those flaks hitting up close and personal right there. Hobo Joe, of course, working that Flak Mark 2, which means that Mobula will melt very quickly with even one Flak Mark 2. Meanwhile, the Jabberwocky got double break. That means that Jabberwocky's looking for cover. They have found cover. Hobo Joe now looking to put Hades and Lumber into the balloon. Oh, those Lumbers just missing right there. Just missing. Meanwhile, Queen Kerwin's Revenge looking to put shots onto the Hobo Joe. Looks like Hobo Joe is indeed balloon broken. It looks like that seems to be what Blue is doing here. It looks like they're going to try to put some pressure with the Flak Mark 1 into the balloon of the Hobo Joe. It looks like because they have two ships that are big on balloons, that seems to be what they're doing with the Flak Mark 1. They're going to add that fire pressure at long distance, and they're going to try to turn this into a war of attrition, I believe. They're just going to poke away as best they can at permahulls. Jabberwocky getting ideas here. Let's take a look at the map. Jabberwocky getting ideas. They're looking to flank here, folks. Oh, they're looking to flank here, folks. This is an interesting flank. They're in the cover of bush here, and they are like, you know what? My big fluffy balloon hides very well in the bush. Meanwhile, the Queen Kerwin's Revenge getting focused right now in a 1v2 situation. It's Hobo Joe in a 1v2 as Jabberwocky looking to get that flanking position. Hobo Joe, however, able to do a good thing right there. They are pushing the Queen Kerwin's Revenge back, but the Hobo Joe are themselves forced back. The Jabberwocky really not able to find any way to flank right there, so they're going to fall back. Reborn looking to take some pot shots on the Hobo Joe. They really don't have that arc, though. Ooh, Flare's going out into the Queen Kerwin's Revenge. Hades going out as well. Queen Kerwin's Revenge looking to move up here. Looks like they're going to try to pin red in a corner here. Blue with advantage on terrain, but red with advantage on permahull. Reborn not in a good position right now. Reborn's going to have some difficulty moving up, but they do pick up the hull break on the Jabberwocky. Jabberwocky is hull broken. Not much follow-up there, though. Not much follow-up as the Jabberwocky trying to make sure that they do not lose much permahull here. Red with a pretty decent advantage right now in permahull. Magnate Galleon with barely a scratch on the paint job of the Magnate. Meanwhile, Reborn's still going to have to pick their spots wisely as they're going to take pot shots at the Hobo Joe. Let's actually look at the Reborn here. Reborn is going to get focused by the Hobo Joe. Looks like those are going to be lumber shots going out. Queen Kerwin's Revenge begging red to shoot them. Reborn trying to get some arcs here to work with. Hobo Joe really would like to get a balloon break on the Reborn and then probably try to focus the Queen Kerwin's Revenge from there. Most likely. Queen Kerwin's Revenge still tanking it. They might get hull broken for their efforts. Yes, they will get hull broken. Artemai now going out. Looks like they're going to pick up a gun there. Queen Kerwin's Revenge staying out there. They're not backing up the truck here. They're going to stay out there. Hobo Joe may be looking to move up. Let's look at Hobo Joe right now. Let's see what they're thinking on their end. They are thinking, no, they're just going to rise up right now. They're going to rise up here. That's all they're going to do. They're going to rise up. Looks like they're going for the Reborn maybe. Looks like they might take an aggressive stance on the Reborn. Yes, they are going to take an aggressive stance on the Reborn. Flare going out, and that's going to help a little bit with the visibility, and the Hobo Joe's been spotted. That means shots going out from the Reborn. Reborn's going to take some pot shots here. That's going to be a lumber into the balloon of the Reborn. Reborn is starting to get popped here. Hobo Joe's in trouble. They're going to get hull broken for their efforts. That balloon break is not going to pay off for Hobo Joe. In fact, they lose in that 1v2 situation. Hobo Joe hurting. As again, Flax going into the hull. That balloon's not been rebuilt. That balloon has not been rebuilt on the Hobo Joe. That balloon has not been rebuilt. Finally, it has been rebuilt almost after the hull break happens. That could have been disastrous. That could have been a big mistake right there, prioritization. But they get it up just in time. Jabberwocky, meanwhile, has pretty much been shut out of this engagement so far. Jabberwocky running a close to mid-range build here, and Jabberwocky really not able to do anything. They really need to get up in the face of the Reborn. Now there's Flax going out onto the Reborn. Jabberwocky's decided now's the time to make the move. Let's zoom in on the Jabberwocky. Let's zoom in as they're moving in on the Reborn. They've decided now's their opportunity to move. Jabberwocky's going to put themselves out there in harm's way, though. Jabberwocky balloon broken. The big fluffy balloon has been balloon broken. Jabberwocky in trouble here. Jabberwocky looking to get a watch, and now they get a good watch out there. But that environment is not doing them any favors as they're hull broken. Reborn trying desperately to keep height advantage right now on the big fluffy balloon of the Jabberwocky. Reborn looking to put shots out there. Jabberwocky looking for the cover of the environment. They're going to get a little bit of it, but they get into the range of the Queen Kerwin's Revenge. Flack just missing. Double break on the Jabberwocky. Reborn looking to put some lockout into the Jabberwocky. That should almost be a kill right there. That should be a kill right there with the balloon break. That should be a kill 1-0 in favor of Blue. Blue on the board. Hobo Joe getting aggressive on the Reborn. Hobo Joe looking to pick up a quick one on the Reborn. Hobo Joe in the back door. They're going to have to get that short-range shot on the Reborn, but it could be too little, too late. That might have been a bad approach angle. In fact, Reborn hydroing. Hobo Joe's in trouble. That should be 2-0 any second. A poor decision by the Hobo Joe going in with that approach angle. Reborn should clean this up very quickly. Especially with Hobo Joe turned the way they are, Reborn should pick this up very quickly. As long as they maintain height advantage, they got this. It should be 2-0 any second. Hobo Joe looking for cover. Jabberwocky is back up. Jabberwocky is making a beeline for Hobo Joe. Hobo Joe, Hobo Joe got caught. Hobo Joe's caught. They should die here. They should die here. There they go, 2-0 in favor of Blue. They got caught on the environment, and now Jabberwocky putting shots out on the Queen Kerwin's Revenge. A Artemis and a Hades looking to do some work on the Queen Kerwin's Revenge, and Jabberwocky realizing, well, it might be time to back up the truck here, folks. This is not the spot we want to be. Big Fluffy Balloon is fluffy no longer. They're going to back up, and they're going to look for the cover of Mountain here. Queen Kerwin's Revenge raining down lumber shots. Merc shots raining down onto the mercantile ship. Jabberwocky is looking for something to get cover with. They've got all that cover in front of them. They need to take it. Looks like they might have it here. In fact, they do have it. They do have the cover. They do indeed have the cover of the buildings here. As let's look at ship number 2. That's the Hobo Joe. Hobo Joe looking to put shots out on the Queen Kerwin's Revenge. They're putting those shots out. Looks like Spot has gone out. Queen Kerwin's Revenge getting focused here by the Hobo Joe. Hobo Joe, I do believe, has the Queen Kerwin's Revenge facing towards them, which means that they will have no guns on the Hobo Joe. Those are flak mark ones going out. Let's look at this from Blue's perspective, because I believe we can get a better camera angle from Blue's perspective. Yes, we can. From Blue's perspective, they are aiming for the Queen Kerwin's Revenge here. They're looking to pop that balloon, and they have done so, but they get that balloon back up very quickly. Queen Kerwin's Revenge looking to put shots on the Jabberwocky. Reborn looking to put shots on the Jabberwocky. Jabberwocky getting focused. That armor break is imminent. There's the armor break right there. 11:16 left in the match. Almost halfway done with this matchup here. Jabberwocky gets that armor back up very quickly. Hobo Joe looking to move up a little bit here. Hobo Joe looking to move up. They find the cover of environment as well. They find the cover of buildings. They're going to put shots out onto the Reborn. Reborn finding cover very quickly. But they are going to take a couple Hades shots, but no. Oh, but the lumber curves over the mountain. That's going to pick up a balloon break on the Reborn. Just getting over the mountain right there, and Reborn is going to be forced down. Reborn is going to be forced diving right there. And Hobo Joe now will get a chance to move up. They're taking full advantage of this. They are going to take full advantage of the moonshine and the cover of mountain, allowing them to move up. The cover of mountain, of course, from popping the balloon to the Reborn. Now it's a 1v1 of Queen Kerwin's Revenge, and Hobo Joe looks like the Hobo Joe's decided it's time to all in on the Queen Kerwin's Revenge. Both balloons are broken. Hobo Joe forgot to put their drogue chute on. Now the drogue chute is on. Flak's going out, but no hull break on the Queen Kerwin's Revenge. That means that it will be very minimal effect on the Queen Kerwin's Revenge. Queen Kerwin's Revenge finding cover between buildings. Well done by the Queen Kerwin's Revenge. 10 minutes remaining in this matchup here. Hobo Joe thinking about advancing. Thinking about it. Thinking. They're deciding not to. They're going to actually hold right here. Actually, they're going to advance a little bit here. They're going to advance a little bit on the Queen Kerwin's Revenge. They're looking for a quick one here at the Queen Kerwin's Revenge. Jabberwocky trying to engage in a 1v1 on the Reborn. Big Fluffy Balloon looking to get the better of the Reborn. There's a balloon break on the Queen Kerwin's Revenge. Now the Hobo Joe looking to pick up a quick one on the Reborn. They're going to be switching targets here. Jabberwocky now going for the Queen Kerwin's Revenge. Difficult camera angles to work with here, folks. We are looking for a good camera angle right here, as there's a lot of environment in the way, so apologies if we do not have a perfect camera angle to work with, as there probably will not be for most of this matchup. Jabberwocky in trouble. Jabberwocky was balloon broken. Queen Kerwin's Revenge double break. Queen Kerwin's Revenge double break. Queen Kerwin's Revenge double break. Hobo Joe finally getting something they want here. There's the kill right there. 2-1 in favor of Blue. Red finally on the board. Jabberwocky cleaning it up. Reborn realizing this is not a good position for them to be. They're backing up the truck, and they are going for the cover of mountain right now. They have found the cover of mountain, and there is a crane right behind them. Will they get under it? No, they will bounce off the crane, but I believe they have full hard cover here. They should have full hard cover, but they're looking for even more hard cover here. They do not like their current position. They're looking for something else here as the Jabberwocky deciding to move in. There's the Queen Kerwin's Revenge spawning very quickly. They should have a quick spot here on the Queen Kerwin's Revenge. And they're going to focus the Reborn. Queen Kerwin's Revenge realizing that the Reborn is in trouble here. They're seeing them getting shot up here. Reborn looking to pick it up. Jabberwocky balloon broken. Jabberwocky is going to be in trouble here. Queen Kerwin's Revenge eats a Hwacha right there. Now both ships turning onto the Queen Kerwin's Revenge. Jabberwocky diving behind mountain to get some cover. Reborn turned towards the Jabberwocky. Queen Kerwin's Revenge hull broken. And balloon broken. That's a double break on the Queen Kerwin's Revenge. Oh, there's a good flak into the hull of the Queen Kerwin's Revenge. Oh, but the second one missing. They get one into the hull, though. They get one in the hull. There's a balloon break as well. Oh, and the flak cleans it up. Hobo Joe with another kill on the Queen Kerwin's Revenge. 2-2 all tied up. Jabberwocky, meanwhile, with 5% perma. Reborn winning that 1v1 right now on the Jabberwocky. Reborn might actually pick up a 1v2 kill here if he's careful. if they play their cards just right, Reborn might have something here. I stand corrected. That was a good watcher right there. That should take him out. And good lumbers as well. 3-2. Hobo Joe doing work right now. Jabberwocky picks up the kill, but you gotta say, Hobo Joe's the one who's really doing all the work right now for Red. Hobo Joe absolutely cleaning house right now. Hobo Joe in the back door, yes. Yeah, there's a quotable for you. Yes, get to work on the signs, right? As Hobo Joe doing some work right now. Again, Jabberwocky is on cleanup duty, but Hobo Joe is really the one controlling the flow of the match so far with that Lumberjack. Doing some work on the Queen Kerwin's Revenge. Queen Kerwin's Revenge appears to be the one taking the brunt of all the damage and taking the brunt of all the focus of just everything on Red. Red has identified Queen Kerwin's Revenge as that ship to focus. That's never a good feeling when you're an engineer on that ship the other team is focusing. Because that means you got to be on point. Of course, these are two teams that have a plethora of experienced players, so they all know what they're doing. But that doesn't make it any less stressful for the crews, as Hobo Joe now getting focused. Looks like Blue has realized Hobo Joe is doing a lot of work right now, so they're going to go ahead and focus the Hobo Joe. Hobo Joe getting focused right now. Hobo Joe is going to almost lose Balloon, not quite. Queen Kerwin's Revenge themselves, however, lose Balloon. Looks like the Lumberjack Gunner on the Hobo Joe a little bit better than on the Queen's Revenge so far. And that's been the difference in this matchup. Reborn looking to assist their brethren, their Galleon brethren. Queen Kerwin's Revenge looking to take some pot shots on the Jabberwocky. If they get a hull break here on the Jabberwocky, that should be a kill. Oh, those mercs looking to shoot the Jabberwocky. Oh, the Jabberwocky eats it in the balloon. Jabberwocky needs the balloon tank this if they can. Hobo Joe needs to cover for their ally here. Hobo Joe not blocking shots for their ally, and they eat a flak shot. That's going to be 3-3. Hobo Joe not able to get in front of those shots, and the Magnate, big fluffy balloon is no more. 5 minutes go in this matchup. Hobo Joe realizing, uh-oh, I'm out in the open with no cover. Let's look at the map right here. They're going to have to go high to get over. They're going to have to go high to get over. I see what Hobo Joe's doing here. They're looking to make this long range and see if Blue will drive it down mid, or actually drive it down bottom lane. Jabberwocky looking to come through mid. Maybe some jungle action going here by the Jabberwocky. Oh, Blue wise to the move. Blue wise to the move. They've already got the hull break on the Jabberwocky. Blue wise to the flank here. Ward game is strong here by Blue, apparently, as the balloons pop, and hull break already once on the Jabberwocky, and Jabberwocky forced to return to the concrete jungle. Reborn is not going to give up, though. Reborn's going to chase right now. Reborn's going to chase Jabberwocky. They're getting in close range right now. Jabberwocky almost hull broken, excuse me. They are hull broken, but they get the watch off onto the Reborn. Reborn losing 2 guns. Reborn undeterred. Queen Kerwin's Revenge moving up very aggressively. Hobo Joe out of position. By Blue smelling the flank, they could take the lead here. By them smelling the flank, that's a balloon break, that's a hull break, that should be a ship break any second, and no, not quite. Not quite. There it is right there, 4-3 in favor of Blue. Blue 1 kill away from taking the first game in what is effectively now a best of 3. Hobo Joe in trouble right now. They are still in effectively bottom lane looking to try to do something here, anything. They are out of position. They're going to need a clever spawn by the Jabberwocky in order to do something. Reborn and Queen Kerwin's Revenge controlling mid right now. Hobo Joe now looking to move up. That means we might see a quick spawn here. We might see a quick close range spawn by Red. Will they try that plan again, except without the flank, except spawning them in the back door, just the literal spawn in the back door? Queen Kerwin's Revenge moving away. Yes, they are going to spawn in the back door as Jabberwocky. Reborn is going to try to tank this right now. Queen Kerwin's Revenge going to try to move around there. I think they've realized, yes, they've realized Jabberwocky tried to get a quick spawn in there. Reborn, meanwhile, got balloon broken. Reborn looking to position themselves properly. And the Reborn, I believe, has found cover. No, they have not found cover just yet. Reborn eating a balloon break right there. Uh-oh. That's a bad spot for them to be. Their wing is up against the environment. They've got nowhere to go, folks. They got nowhere to go. Jabberwocky realizing this. They're going to move in on the Queen Kerwin's Revenge. They're looking to get a quick one on the Reborn. Reborn, Balloon Broken again. Balloon Broken and Hole Broken. They're going to bottom out here. Meanwhile, we're going to take a look at the Queen Kerwin's Revenge, getting a good watch onto the Hobo Joe. Jabberwocky looking to stay between the Reborn and the Queen Kerwin's Revenge. They're looking to get a good watch out on the Reborn. They do so. They get a watch out onto the Reborn. Reborn now down 4 guns. Hobo Joe, though, in trouble. Queen Kerwin's Revenge has him right where they want him. They have him right where they want him, folks. That's a flare going to the balloon. That's going to be Carronades going to the balloon. Hobo Joe's in trouble right here. This could be a kill. Meanwhile, on the other side of the map, a flare into the balloon of the Reborn. A hole break as well. Somebody missed a flare on that Mobula. Get the defibs, folks. 4-4. Somebody missed a flare on that balloon on the Mobula. Hobo Joe's still in trouble, though. It's 4-4. Hole break and balloon break on the Hobo Joe. Queen Kerwin's Revenge looking to finish. Hobo Joe in full tank mode. They need the Jabberwocky in the door right now. They've got Jabberwocky in the door. Queen Kerwin's Revenge is in trouble, though. They are stuck. So's the Hobo Joe. This could be a DPS race, folks. And, oh, Hobo Joe has no guns. Queen Kerwin's Revenge has 3 guns. Queen Kerwin's Revenge in trouble, but Jabberwocky not able to do anything right now because they don't have an attack angle. Hobo Joe effectively blocking. And now oh, wait a minute, here comes the Reborn. Reborn's in the door. They're trying to get a quick one on the Hobo Joe. It's 4-4. This is 1 minute to go, folks. Get the defibs. Like I said, it is 4-4. We're going to see either overtime or an outright win. Queen Kerwin's Revenge, hull broken. They have 5 guns down. Hobo Joe, armor broken and 5 guns down and all engines. They've got a balloon, though. They're tanking that hull. They're tanking that armor. Will they go down, though? One Artemis will do it, and the Artemis comes out with 30 seconds to go in the match, and Blue wins. Blue is your winner, 5-4. What an exciting matchup, as SMGS wins match 1 in what is now a best-of-3 series between the two teams. In the next matchup, we will reverse the roles. SMGS will be on red, Fancy Cloud Dancers will be on blue. Stay tuned, folks. We approach the grand finals now. It will be match number 2 between these teams. If SMGS wins the next matchup, they will win SCS number 161. We'll be right back, folks, with the next matchup between these two teams. All right, folks, we're going to get the next match started here in just a moment. I believe we are still waiting for the lobby to go up here, folks. We're waiting for the next lobby. Kairos is getting that set up right now, so we should see that in just a couple minutes. And, of course, the next matchup will be match number 2 between these two teams. Yes. The next matchup will be between the same two teams as SMGS will be on red for this one. Oh, we're still waiting for Kairos to set up the lobby. We are still waiting for Kairos to set up the lobby, folks. We'll have that up here very shortly. Uh, is Kairos going to have that up? Let's see. Come on, Kairos, get us our lobby. There it is. There's our lobby. Okay, there's our lobby. No problem. All right, now we have a lobby, folks. Now we have a lobby. Let's go ahead and get this next lobby going here. There's our next lobby. As of course, we will have our next matchup starting here very shortly, as we will have SMGS this time on red. Fancy Cloud Dancers will be on blue. So once again, our matchup, SMGS on red versus Fancy Cloud Dancers on blue. As teams are loading into the lobby, we are going to have a lobby timer starting here very shortly, as Kairos has given us Periton Rumble for our fourth matchup here in Sunday Community Skirmish number 161. This match number 4 is actually the first matchup of the Grand Finals. Technically, though, this is a best of 3 here. So we are returning to Periton Rumble here. So Periton Rumble getting run twice here on SCS number 161. We're going to see double the Periton, double the fun, double the close quarters combat here. As Red currently showing up with Mob Gal, and Blue showing up with a Galleon, and we don't know about the other ship just yet, but we will find out soon enough. We will certainly find out soon enough, as we are waiting for one ship to show up here. There's Dementio, there he is, so they should be following suit here any second. His crew should be following suit any second. There they are. There they are. Okay, we should have a timer start any second. And of course, for those of you just tuning in to SCS number 161, thank you so much for tuning in. You've tuned in at just the right time, as we are about to start the Grand Finals here at Sunday Community Skirmish number 161. That is between SMGS and Fancy Cloud Dancers. Once again, like I mentioned, the VODs for SCS 160 and 161 will be up later this afternoon. I will make sure those go up. I know I'm a little late in getting 160 up, but I will make sure those get up right after the live stream here today. All right, and of course we now have a lobby timer here, so 4 minutes in the lobby timer, and this will be on Periton Rumble. Like I said, I'm very excited to see this matchup. Both teams will play very strong on this map, and I would not be surprised to see each team bring a Galleon. I would not be surprised to see Fancy Cloud Dancers bring a Fancy Cloud Dancers. No, it will actually be SMGS. I wouldn't be surprised to bring a Mobula. What that other blue ship will bring, what Dementio will bring, I'm interested to find out. Will it be... Oh, yeah, there's Galleon Mob. Galleon Mob on red. In fact, let's see if they make any changes to the Galleon. They are going with... No, they're sticking with that Meta Gal with the Flak Mark 1. They're sticking with that. They're sticking with that Merc Mobula as well. Yeah, they're sticking with that Merc Mob right now. And, oh, we have a change on blue. It looks like they're going Magnate Fish now. Magnate actually changed some guns. Let's see what they've got. Oh, they're going Lumberjack here. So they're going with a long side on the Magnate. Looks like they're going with a long side on the Magnate, but they still got that Gatling Artemis on the left side. Artemis, of course, a good choice. I'm surprised they don't have something like a Hades on that side as well. The short side, of course, 135. They're going Hwacha Banshee Gatling. Definitely a very straightforward choice right there. $2:30 to go in the lobby. Now Blue decides to go double Mobula. Looks like Water It's Me deciding to go with the Cucumber Sandwich with a Gatling double Artemis double Banshee Mobula. And they're going to pair him with a Merc double Artemis. So they're going to bring all of the Artemi to this matchup. They're going to look to control guns and play it smart here against a Magnate and a Fish. Pyramidion change. So it looks like Fish is out. Pyramidion is in. They're going Hades Art on that Pyramidion with a side Caro. A strong choice to go with the Carronade, of course, on the side at this point against Double Mobula. It looks like we're going to have some lobby games going on over here as both teams realizing what's going on. And they are thinking, you know what? We might have to go counterplay here. We got counterplay versus counterplay going on right now. Who's gonna be the next one to change? Will we see any change? Oh, there's the Galleon swap, so we got some counterplays going on here. Flak Mark 1 Meta Galleon back in play. Water It's Me not announcing the change. Sunstrom announcing change. Now, has Midnight announcing change for Water It's Me, so there is the change call. And they're going Hades Mobula now on with the Reborn. Hades Mobula now in play. $30 seconds until shiplock at this point. Will we see another change? Will we see another change here? Will that Pyramidion change? I think that Magnate is going to say, oh, hi, look at that. We got a mortar change on gun 3. Did they announce a change on that? They did announce that change. Okay, they did announce that change. Or at least it looks like it. It looks like they did. I know they changed guns. I believe they announced the full change. So Blue is ready. So it is going to be Mobula and Galleon, the classic loadout right now in SCS versus Magnate and Pyramidion. Both sides required to ready up at this point. Sunstrom is ready. Dimencio is ready. Spuddick is ready. Water It's Me now needs to ready up. He needs to ready up right now. Come on, Water. Ready up. We need to get this next match started. Yep. Oops, that's wrong chat there. Wrong chat. There he goes. There we go. And now we are starting with our grand finals here at SCS number 161. This next matchup will be on Parrot and Rebel. Parrot and Rebel, of course, we saw in match number 2 that eliminated Triple L from SCS 161. Will history repeat itself here today? Or will this get extended to a 5th matchup? Parrot and Rebel, of course, is a city ruinous map. Lots of places to hide. Not many places to run, though. All right. So, here we go, folks. Here we go. All right, we are waiting for the matchup to begin. 5 seconds until we begin, folks. Get ready for the grand finals here at SCS number 161. And here we go, folks, with the ship call-out. Ship number 1 is the Reborn. It is piloted by Sunstrom. We have, of course, a Hades Mobula with double Artemis on the bottom, a Gatling and a Flare on the wings. Ship number 2, Queen Kerwin's Revenge. It is piloted by Water It's Me. We've got the Meta Galleon build here. Huacha Carol on the short side, Lumber, and a Huacha, actually, on the long side, with a Gatling and a Flare on the back. Ship 3, that's the Jabberwocky. It's piloted by Dimencio. It is a Magnate with a Huacha Gatling mortar on the short side. We got a Gatling, Artemis, and Lumber on the long side. And Ship 4 is the Arachnodactyon, piloted by Spudnik. We've got a Hades Art Pyramidion with side Carronade and a Flare. That is a mouthful to say, the Arachnodactyon. That is a bit of a mouthful, as Jabberwocky picking up some spots. He is all alone picking up spots. A big fluffy balloon going in solo here. This is not a wise choice here, especially against a Galleon mob combo. Gotta question this decision here, going in solo. Unless they've got tar. Do they have tar on that ship? No, they do not have tar on that ship. Jabberwocky tanking it, though. They don't take any permahull damage other than maybe a scratch on the paint job. So all things considered, the engineers bailing out their pilot. Balloon does go down. Hull will go down any second, but you got to question the decision to go in that aggressively. Jabberwocky, Hull broken. Reborn looking to turn their ship into the Jabberwocky. Oh, Jabberwocky's in trouble. This is a bad spot for them to be. Very bad spot. They're going to get killed right here. They're going to get killed right here. That should be 1-0 any second. That should be 1-0 any second. There it is. 1-0 in favor of red. Yeah, that was doomed. That was a doomed push right there. That was a poor decision by the Magnate pilot, pushing in right there too aggressively. Their ally just wasn't there in position, and they just got eaten alive. 1-0 in favor of red. Red with first blood. Red now 4 kills away from winning SCS number 161. All right, both teams jockeying for position, especially blue right now. Red is very happy with their position. Jabberwocky respawning here as they're going to spawn close up to the action here, and they're going to get shot up for their efforts. Jabberwocky about to lose their balloon. They do indeed lose their balloon. I gotta ask though, was the Magnate maybe a poor choice on this map? The Magnate coming back to haunt the blue side here. Magnate a very strong play last week. Magnate now, the Magnate now gotta wonder, poor choice? I don't know. Magnate people are still trying to learn the Magnate. People are still trying to learn where its position is in this meta. Now the Pyramidians moving in. Looks like they're going to try to tank it here. They're going to get Hades right in the face of the Queen Kerwin's Revenge. But one small problem with that plan, the Jabberwocky is not there. Jabberwocky is not there to do anything. What is going on with Blue's teamwork here? Jabberwocky nowhere even close to this engagement, and that Pyramidian's going to go down. What is going on with the teamwork here? And Reborn just getting 2 free kills. Now the Jabberwocky moves in. What is going on with the teamwork here by Blue? There is a lumber into the balloon of the Queen Kerwin's Revenge. That appears to be Lockgat going out there. What on earth is Blue thinking with these ill-advised charges and these ill-timed charges here? I gotta wonder what's going on. I gotta wonder. I'd love to be a fly on the wall on Blue side right now. What on earth are they thinking right now? Red just sitting back going, thank you for the free kill, thank you for the free kill. At this rate, we could see SMGS win SCS number 161 here within a matter of minutes. But that is to be determined here. But Red very happy with their corner of the map. Actually, it's not quite a corner, it's kind of an edge. Jabberwocky looking to put shots into the Reborn. Reborn returning fire. Queen Kerwin's Revenge also returning fire. Jabberwocky making sure they are still there. The Hwacha goes out. Looks like they're going to take pot shots on the Jabberwocky. It pays, but not enough. Oh, but they do get the hull break with that Hwacha, I believe, onto the Jabberwocky. Jabberwocky charging now. Now they've got the teamwork set up the way they want it. Now the Jabberwocky moving in with the Arachnodactycon. Reborn now getting focused by the Arachnodactycon, and there is a hull break on the Reborn. Arachnodactycon about to get hull broken. Reborn still in trouble here. They're down to about 50% perma. Arachnodactycon moving backwards. Uh-oh, they're against environment here. They are against environment. Reborn realizing this. Reborn realizing this, and Arachnodactycon moving down, but they're going to bottom out into environment. A tactical bounce right there. Will it pay off, though? That was sudden death if they were going to stay there, though, so maybe that 50% perma was better than the death. But Arachnodactycon looking now to try to... Reborn now has the correct angle on the Arachnodactycon. They're trying to put shots into the Arachnodactycon. Jabberwocky looking to put shots on the Reborn. Jabberwocky getting watched. We've got Hullbroken. That would be the Arachnodactycon getting Hullbroken. Reborn getting very aggressive here. Oh, there's hull breaks everywhere, and there's the kill right there. Jabberwocky now all alone. 3-0. Red is 2 kills away. SMGS 2 kills away from winning SCS 161, and only 5.5 gone by in this matchup. The Magnate, once again, can't stress this enough. The Magnate, a strong play last week. It's coming back to haunt teams this week for picking them. Jabberwocky looking to get away. Oh, and finds an escape angle right there. They find an escape angle. Jabberwocky squeezing in the one lone blind spot. Jabberwocky, a great job right there escaping. They do not have any tar to work with, though, so they are going to be in plain sight the whole way. Reborn charging in, pushing up. Jabberwocky looking to turn the corner. They'll turn that corner. Jabberwocky will turn the corner here. Jabberwocky will find themselves some hard cover. Arachnidactycon finding some approach there on the Reborn. Reborn turning for the Arachnidactycon, picking up a hull break on the Arachnidactycon. They do pick up that hull break, and they are backing up. Oh, they're near environment. They'll go over it, and they are going to be at 50% perma. They're looking to put shots on the Reborn. Reborn's in trouble. Reborn may go down here. Reborn may go down here. No, they do not go down. Now they go down. The Artemis cleans it up 3-1. Jabberwocky, big fluffy balloon, is no more. The big fluffy balloon is now a big flat balloon as Jabberwocky dives here near environment. Queen Kerwin's Revenge sitting pretty up and high, saying your balloon may be fluffy, but at least I have a balloon here, sir. As the Arachnidactycon looking to put shots on the Queen Kerwin's Revenge, they're looking to get the Hades into the hull of the Queen Kerwin's Revenge and an Artemis for good measure, because what better way to take pot shots at the enemy than to make sure that they don't have any guns to retaliate. Hull break may be imminent on the Queen Kerwin's Revenge. Oh, there's the hull break. The Artemis actually picks it up. The Artemis picks up the hull break. Queen Kerwin's Revenge in a bit of trouble here. They're going to lose about 40% perma right there. Arachnidactycon getting very aggressive. They're going to ram the balloon. They do get the balloon. That holds on 2 stacks of fire. Arachnidactycon now looking to put shots to the balloon. They do get the hull break. Queen Kerwin's Revenge in trouble here. They're going to lose some more perma hull. Looks like they'll lose about another 15%. They're down to about 45% perma. As it looks like Reborn is back in the equation. Reborn's back in the equation. Queen Kerwin's Revenge is getting focused. They are in that nice and tight grease range. They're looking to ground and pound the Queen Kerwin's Revenge. That balloon goes down now. Jabberwocky has perfect positioning. This should be a kill right here on the Queen Kerwin's Revenge. We should see 3-2 any second. And there it is, 3-2 in favor of red, but blue with 2 straight kills here. Blue finally cleaning up the teamwork, and Reborn, they're going to back up here. They're realizing their galleon is down, and they're going to back up with no retaliation. Unless Jabberwocky comes over the top, they're going to come over the top here. Reborn looking to put some Artemis shots into the Jabberwocky, and they are looking for the cover of building. Reborn backing it up here, backing up, looking to make sure they do not have any issues with cover. Looks like they will get cover, a little bit of cover here. A little bit of cover, but not too much, as looks like the Jabberwocky's out in the open. Arachnidactycon looking to flank here. Jabberwocky's going to take a 2v1. The timing appears to be a little off for the Jabberwocky. Jabberwocky going to take a hull break and a balloon break. That's a double break on the Jabberwocky. Jabberwocky's in trouble as the Arachnidactycon late on the flank. They're going to take about 25% perma for their efforts. Arachnidactycon finally there. They're going to take some shots on the Queen Kerwin's Revenge. Looks like they're going to take shots against the balloon with the Hades, but they're going to miss half that clip. They're going to miss half the clip there. Jabberwocky looking to get down and get low. Shots now going to the Reborn. No, now they decide they're going to actually go for the Queen Kerwin's Revenge. They're going to get very aggressive. Reborn looking to flush Jabberwocky into the Queen Kerwin's Revenge. It's going to be a Hwacha battle. Jabberwocky wins that Hwacha battle right there. They're going to actually pick up the guns. That's going to save the Jabberwocky for now, as there's a hull break on the Jabberwocky. Oh, the Hwacha's going to clean him up. 4-2. Yes, it is. SMGS 1 kill away from winning SCS number 161. Arachnidactycon getting very aggressive right here. Looks like they're going to get very aggressive. No, it looks like it's going to be a drive-by right there. It looks like it's going to be the drive-by. They're going to get the carronade onto the Queen Kerwin's Revenge, and now they're going to look to escape. Uh-oh, the Hwacha goes out. They get the engines of the Arachnidactycon. That could be GG. That could be GG. We'll see. Queen Kerwin's Revenge looking to put shots on the Arachnidactycon, and Arachnidactycon is hull broken. They could go down here any second. That balloon is almost down. They could go down. The armor's down, and the Hades just missing. The Hades picks it up, and that is it, folks. That is going to end SCS number 161 as SMGS wins Sunday Community Skirmish number 161. Well done by all sides in this tournament. Great matchups all around. Certainly cannot complain. If you're looking for exciting matchups, you found it here at this tournament. Thank you so much for tuning in to Sunday Community Skirmish number 161 here at Lysanya's Lounge. Once again, my name is Lysanya, not Lysanya, signing out for the afternoon. Good day, everybody, and congratulations once again to SMGS.